to bring up Sue Wickersham, who will introduce Candace.
So we got to be official.
Yeah. I'll help with that. I know you can just tell. Okay.
Well, thank you guys for coming today, and I thank all of you honeycombers for participating. Candace will tell us a lot more than I will, but I want to give her the official introduction. Candace Nicole Garlock is an artist and educator working at Truckee Meadows Community College, Reno, Nevada. She is a member of Southern Graphics Council International and is a board member for Rocky Mountain Print Alliance. Candace's work has been exhibited both nationally and internationally and occupies such prestigious permanent collections as the Boise Art Museum, Corcoran College of Art and Design, Rutgers Center for Innovative Print and Paper at Rutgers University, Southern Graphics Council Archives. The list goes on. Sorry, Candace. I'm tired. She's been awarded the Distinguished Nevada Arts Council Artist Fellowship in 2009 and the 2017 Nevada Region's Creative Activities Award. There's more. There's even things about Italy. So Candace, we met through the Motherlode show. She had a piece and won. I don't remember if it was the Award of Merit or Award of Excellence.
It was the first place in
Award
the
of
members. The members.
Oh, okay.
category.
First place in PAA members at
Yeah.
the Motherlode show. And then she had heard about us before she entered into the Motherlode and heard about what a wonderful group we were. At least that's what she told me.
Yeah.
And
It was from someone who moved. It was someone who had moved from Fallon to Great Eagle, and she told me to look you guys up.
so here she was. She invited us. She reached out to me because we've been talking because of the Motherlode, and then she invited us to do the Honeycomb. I'll have her tell you more about that project, so it's hers. So Candace Garlock, can you come up here, Candace?
Yep. I was gonna pass around. So this project is got many parts
Candace?
to it, and one of the parts is a book. Well, there's several books. This is just the first volume. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. I had to get the.
I know. I got to get you on the screen.
So, the Honeycomb project. So I am known for doing a lot of organizing of print exchanges and collaborations, and mostly it's print projects. But was it 2 years ago, Papa? 2 years ago, just out of the whim. So the Reno Tahoe International Art Show. I don't know if you guys have heard about that. Like it started 3 years ago. This is the 4th year, I believe. And 2 years ago, we were all together. We were all like the artists, and we were just all like talking. Okay, so you know how artists are when we talk. And we came up, I just out of the blue, I said, you know, if I win Best of Show, it was like the People's Choice Best of Show, and I was in the running for it. And I was like, for the way the booth looked. And I was like, well, if I win, then I'm going to take all the credit and the money and then create a Nevada project for Nevada artists. And then we're going to sell. So what it was we were making little discs where two artists, because it was about collaboration, two artists had to work on the disc together. Yeah, it was hard for the professional artists, not the kindergartners, but the professional artists to do this. And then they had to donate the piece, so they didn't own the piece. They had to donate the piece, and we turned around and we did a fundraiser for Double Scoop. It is a Nevada writers kind of blog that covers art stories in Nevada, and it's like helping to pay the writers writing about the art. So it's a nonprofit. So I did win, so then I was obligated to do that project. That project just transformed a lot. There's a big book. I forgot the book. It's a beautiful book because there's also stories. So people wrote about Nevada and their love of Nevada and their awe of Nevada. And at that RTIA, the last year RTIA, we sold them. The booth was beautiful. And then everybody said, well, what was next? The city of Reno asked if I would do a collaborative project for their City Hall gallery that would be shown in October, this October. And at first I was like, oh, I had this Honeycomb thing in the back of my mind, but it was supposed to be in 3 years, and it was going to be about women, Nevada women artists, and about and kind of like stemming from quilting, like how women come together and they collaborate and they talk. And I said, well, they wanted it ended up being more regional, and because there was going to be a printmaking conference, and it was about all the printmaking people that were west of the Rocky Mountains. And so, like, those of you that read the prospectus, you see where it kind of says, you know, printmaking, but it wasn't required to do printmaking. So I said, okay, I'll do it. I didn't realize when I said I would do it that it would expand and basically explode to so many people. And I think it's because people got really excited about it, about like the metaphor first of interconnectedness, and then also like just being a part of something that was going to travel. So this show is traveling to many different places. And so right now, mostly Nevada, Idaho. Parts of it might end up in Boulder, Colorado, but we haven't sort of figured out a big enough space because it grew. And so that's kind of how it started, but it really was just all everybody that got excited about it. And it was at first, it was, I invited everybody from Nevada Awe Project, and then groups that I knew. This group was invited. There's a lot of groups that have done collaborative pieces together. Then we started doing workshops. So there were these fun monotype workshops that they were with jelly plates, and then on collaging paper, really tissue paper, that then we put together in like which one? It was with little kids too, right? I only had an hour with them. But it just brought so many people together on these workshops, and that also kind of exploded and made it a bigger project. So basically that's what it is.
How many artists now, Candace?
On the email list right now there's over 400, almost 450, but I don't know if everyone's going to do it. Some people on that email list are representing a group or a class. And so, like, there's a group, Neutral Ground, that just dropped off their Honeycombs. I think there's over 20. There's Western Nevada College hasn't even given me their stuff, and neither has a drawing teacher at TMCC. So I'm estimating a total of around 2,000 panels. Estimating. So we'll see. We're at almost 500 panels already already documented, already put together, so they're getting kind of put together so they're easier to hang. And then they're all in the boxes, the shipping boxes and stuff.
Candace, who's
Yes.
putting them? Who's connecting them?
I'm connecting them with, so some people connected their own. So like you see the postcard, there's like a glass mosaic kind of right in the right front.
Yeah.
They connected, so some artists are connecting their pieces themselves with one wire, because the art piece has to come together as one, and they wanted to make sure it got hung as one piece. I'm connecting all the rest of the single ones as I can put them together in a way that they visually are beautiful, but I'm using those wood joints, the ones you just hammer in and then you can pop them off at the end.
Oh,
Yeah, the really little wood joints. I mean, first I was taping with grafting tape and then packing tape. And it holds, everything holds really well, and then we're using command strips, the Velcro command strips for the lightweight stuff. The heavy mosaics, though, have to be hung, and that's why it's easier if they're all kind of together, where they have to be hung on wire or nails. So.
Did you say you're expecting 2,000 panels?
Yeah, right now, if everybody on that list gets me their work by August 1st, then it's 2,000.
But they're not all going to be connected.
They're connected in groups.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you
they're
can move them.
Yeah,
groups.
depending on the space.
Yeah.
So, the very first space that it's going into is City Hall in the Metro Gallery in Reno. It's a huge, huge space, but it's sort of curved. And so it's not gonna be a problem fitting them. We ended up where because humanities, national humanities, well, Nevada humanities, 75% of their budget comes from national. It got totally cut. And so we're not going to be able to show at the Nevada Humanities Program Gallery, but that little slot that's in there, all of spring 2026, the entire semester is going to be in Elko at the Great Basin. It's part of their humanities gallery, but it's huge. And then it's going to be part of the cowboy poetry. So there's going to be some programming that has to do with the Honeycomb project at the National Cowboy Poetry thing. So it's going to get a lot of exposure as it goes along. There are some secret things I can't talk about, but possibly I'm not supposed to talk about it. Right?
And you're on camera, so be careful.
Who knows? What the hope is because it came together and it's so beautiful. Wait till you get the chance to see it and read the stories behind it. It's coming at a time when where society wants to hate each other and people want to hate each other. And this is coming together, and it's a metaphor about interconnectedness and how we're just a little small part of something much bigger than ourselves. And so it came at the right time, and the stories that are happening, there's some really beautiful stories. And all I have right now is the proof of volume 1. There are the stories that are all on the blog, too. So we're trying to keep track of the people and the pictures on the blog, which will last forever because it's blogger.com, so that means Google has to go down. It's a free one. So that one's going to be on the internet forever. But then there's these books the art catalogs that then have the beautiful image and the story behind them. And I'm making them in volumes so people can afford them. So each volume is less than $20. Well, then there's shipping, of course. But I was trying to do because if I wait and make a great big book, it's going to be $300. Wow. Which a lot of people can't afford that, and there's a lot of students and young kids in there and families and stuff in the project. So, yes.
How many linear square feet do you think the show will take up eventually at 2,000?
I'm not quite sure. I feel like because of the way that this room itself could hold the Honeycomb project because of the way they're in groups. And so it could be where they're going from the bottom of the floor to the top of the floor in different groups. If it's a larger space, I feel like the Metro Gallery for sure, and they never gave me a map, but I've been in it, and I know it's going to totally fit in the Metro. So,
would it fill the downstairs of the Mac?
Oh yeah. It would be beautiful in there, and it would be nice in there where it was in groups. I'm trying to get where it gets shown by the volumes. So there's a grouping of volume 1, so people can look at volume 1, a grouping of volume 2, volume 3. There might be 5 to 6 volumes, but I've been in the space. It can be in there, so.
And I think the volume size that you just mentioned is not as overwhelming.
Right.
All 2,000 of them are there.
Right, and and I have to say we did a prototype of the very first ones that came in at TMCC just in a display case, and we did leave negative space. So we'd have a grouping, then there'd be some negative space, and then another grouping. And so it really is the size. It's also the person in charge of the space, they're curating, already the city of Reno is just nope, we got our installers. You can be there and help unpack. But they want to direct how it's going to be. And I think that's a part of it. They're a part of the story too.
Yeah.
So.
And I'm just gonna give you a rough estimate. I think 2,000 pieces, 200 linear feet, Cheryl.
You did that math in your head? Oh, gosh. It's not a math person. Yeah, because they're 8 inches, but they also they can move up too.
I just did a quick estimate of 100 pieces in a 8-foot high by 10-foot wide space, and so it's about 200 linear feet at that.
Yeah. And they do have hangers all on the back of them. It's just, I have to tell you, the command strips work better for the lightweight ones. They're just easy, you like plop them in place and then they just kind of connect. They are, if you guys noticed back there, they are not all precise. And so there's always like these fun little weird gaps happening. So that's also why there needs to be some negative space between some of them too.
So Candace, are you storing those that have come in at your house?
Yeah, what happens is, like, I'll take those back, and then tomorrow I'll start doing the photographing, and then I put them together, and then they get put into, I've got 2 size boxes, and so they get put into the boxes with bubble wrap and everything, and they're getting layered. So, and they're boxes that I can lift and move. We are at box, yeah, those will go into probably box 10. So we are at box 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Candace, tell me about, we want a picture.
Oh, yes. Don't leave, like, okay, so the blog is where I'm documenting people. And so it would be so nice on the blog to like get a group photo with the pieces. Because once they get put into the book and everything, and there's no photo of you, there's just the art piece. But I kind of want to tell the history too. Like, I really like the history with the people. But the photos of the people are not going to be in the books, only on the blog.
So hang out, and we'll all go back there and take a picture.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Of us at a,
Oh, we have our tags.
yeah, you want those?
Well, or someone's going to have to identify everybody
Okay, we can.
with the photo. I guess I can just email everybody and say, can you guys identify?
We can do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can.
We know all the usual players here.
Yeah. So, but it is, I just want to say thank you, my gratitude that you did this. Like, and Sue, you were organizing everybody on your end, right? Like, it's hard to organize. And and I just, my gratitude for first saying yes and then doing the organizing of it. So, and representing Placerville, or even just this kind of California area. So we really do need to have a show in California, though. I've been trying to find a place, but yeah, I think we have to. I think it's now 2027. There's some openings. Like, and you schedule like.
I've already got a show for 2027 scheduled.
Okay.
Wow.
I have to go into what is on the back of this postcard. This postcard's old. It's got the QR code. That's why I'm handing it out.
Oh.
But it's changed. It's shifted a little bit on the dates. So, but 2027.
Send me the available dates in 2027.
Okay, I will. Thank you, everybody.
Yay on that, Cheryl, and thank you, Candace. That's awesome.
Oh my gosh, these are so beautiful. Oh.
And guys, we've got a few slides of the ones that are in the back that you saw, so that we can identify the artists. So I'm just gonna thumb through those real
and this
quickly
is
here.
That was volume 3, I think.
So this was Carolyn Cunningham's contribution, Be True to Your Nature. Carrie Repking, Deborah Ann Kleinsman, Deborah Lamlin's, which is already shown in one of the other volumes because she turned it in directly to Candace.
I already have
I
hers.
saw it in one of the other slides that was up there. Donna Nelson's work, which is beadwork. Gloria Vernon. Matt Harleen, and he did a second one because Matt just, can't get away from the trees. So here's his second one. And then we have a contribution from Carrie Ullman. Lori Hauser. I actually painted something, so this is Linnell Phillips. We have Marilyn Jasowski here. Marty Winkler. Sherry Lynn Morris. Cheryl French was busy. She did 5 panels. A beautiful mosaic from Sue Wickersham. Also a mosaic from Terry Myers. So that's what our group contributed to this.
We have more, those are the only pictures we had
Right.
at the time.
And then I'm going to leave it for a little bit back on these primary slides that you see that where Candace
so
has
that's-
already started putting those together.
That's volume 1.
That volume 2, I think.
Volume 2, yes.
Yeah, and then
A lot of Las Vegas is in that one in workshops.
and then the third one is the volume 3.
Volume 3.
And you said we were going to be in volume 4?
Yep, you're in volume 4. And volume 4 is probably going to get done by the end of the week.
Great,
Awesome.
great.
Unless I'm waiting for someone to get me an artist date.
Thank you for the opportunity to do that. It was a lovely project to participate in, and I'm just looking forward to see it going forward and maybe see it at the MAC in 2027. So that would be great.
Or we do a field trip to Nevada.
Yeah, we can do that too. We could gamble too, so we could just have a good time.
Yeah, like the unveiling of it is the city of Reno. So
Yeah, nice, very nice.
That'd be really good. And guys, I'm gonna be just real quick, because we've got, things to do here. Or, is it on?
Yeah.
Okay, can you hear me? Okay, just quickly, I just want to tell you, please read the newsletter. The newsletter has everything in here, in the newsletter that PAA is doing as far as shows, upcoming events, paint-outs, all sorts of things. Please read it. But I do just want to call to mind the Motherlode Show is up and running. And thank you, Sue and Carolyn. Big project. And they're accepting the entries now, and they close September 19th. So if you're thinking about it, do it. And then the member show coming up in October, it is going to be subject theme, which means animals, landscape, portraits. So that's coming up, and that's in October. And then that's it. We do have, Valerie.
I brought some prospectus for bold expressions that's at Sacramento Fine Arts Center, and they're over there too.
Over here on the desk. Okay, we do have 2 bouquets of flowers, and what I'd like to do is auction them off, or not auction them, raffle them. Maybe not even raffle them.
It's a giveaway.
Okay, Candace, could I ask you to pick a number between 1 and 18?
17.
Oh, 17, and that is Debbie. Debbie, there are 2 bouquets back there, and you can take your pick.
Nice, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And Valerie, how about you pick one? A number between 1 and 18, but not 17.
Is that from the sign-in?
Uh-huh.
I signed in, so I have a number.
Okay. Well, choose do you know your number?
Yes.
Okay, don't pick. No, that's not fair. Okay, here we go. Bill, you've been so quiet. Would you pick a number from 1 to 18, but don't pick 17?
8.
8 is Roberta.
All right, nice.
Okay, and with that, look at this, we're early,
Good.
okay? And for those of you, please go back and get your pictures. And for some of us, we need to go over to the El Dorado County Fair. So thank you all for coming.
Thank you.